Hello, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in this week. And if it's your first time finding me, welcome. My name is David Rugg, and I am a military retiree here in Minnesota's 2nd Congressional District, turned activist. This is my weekly legislative update for July 8th through 12th, 2019. And I hope you had a great 4th of July wherever you are. I know we did here in Minnesota, and I certainly hope you had a chance to meet with your congressional representatives or dialogue with their staff or discuss issues while they were back home. I'm going to touch on the Senate first this upcoming week, and then some information about the House, and then a couple of key committee hearings for me to watch. The Senate is going to start the week with a procedural vote on a nomination for federal judge Daniel Bress, B-R-E-S-S. And that nomination is to be a judge on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. And then the balance of the week will be on executive branch nominations for the Department of Education, Department of Labor, and a sub-office within the EPA. So the Senate has a pretty full week with nominations. The House has 12 bills, 11 of which are under suspension of the rules, so likely to pass with a voice vote, and one bill that is subject to rules and will certainly be a recorded vote probably on Friday. 7 of those 12 are in the financial services arena, and there are a couple of interesting bills that I would highlight next week. The first one is H.R. 1044. That bill is intended to eliminate the per-country caps currently in place on certain countries for immigration. So an interesting bill coming up this week in the House, given the immigration debate and what's happening on the southern border while they're trying to change the laws for immigration from other countries. There's another bill, H.R. 677. This one is co-sponsored by my representative, and it is intended to change or eliminate the gendered terms that describe the president and vice president currently in law. So it'll be interesting to see the debate and how that fares. The majority of the week, though, will be taken up with H.R. 2500. That is the 2020 Defense Authorization Bill. And certainly a lot of representatives will be pushing for specific pieces within the military, and others talking about ways that we can use some of that money for more domestic spending, given that it's likely to be in the $750 billion range again this year. There are over 40 committee hearings upcoming this week. And I would highlight 2 of those, and I highlight these because for me, they're where my representative will be attending those hearings. The first one is on Wednesday. It is this subcommittee or the Committee on Small Business. And the title of the hearing is Continuing to Serve from Military to Entrepreneur. And certainly a subject that is of great interest to me, being a veteran. This transition from military life to civilian life, and how can the small business laws be changed or updated or crafted to support that transition. So again, small business on Wednesday. The Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, their subcommittee on water resources, has a hearing with a number of witnesses. Again on Wednesday, I believe in the afternoon around 1:30, with a number of topics dealing with water resources in our country and the protection and preservation of those finite resources. You can find those committee hearing schedules in total if you go to congress.gov, and in the middle of the page you'll find 6 or 7 links, one of which is entitled Committee Schedules, and you can look at the committee hearings scroll through on a day-by-day basis, and then look at ones that might interest you. And certainly for any of these bills, any of the work that they're doing, I would encourage you to contact your representatives and voice your opinion through phone calls, emails, Twitter accounts, Facebook pages, lots of ways to communicate. So I hope you have a great week, and I will touch base again on Sunday next week. Thanks so much.